The house was quiet to quiet, no screams. No broken glass, just a suburban street waking up under a Colorado sunrise. While inside one home, an entire family had already vanished, and the man standing on the driveway, smiling for the cameras, would soon become one of the most chilling faces of modern crime. Because evil doesn't always knock. Sometimes it wears the face of a loving husband. It was August 2018, Frederick, Colorado, a place known for calm mornings, trimmed lawns, and families who waved at each other before work. In one of those houses lived Shannon Watts, a vibrant woman with a loud laugh, an active social media life, and two little daughters, Bella and Celeste. They were the kind of family you think you understand from photos, smiles frozen in time, matching outfits, a husband who looked normal. His name was Chris Watts. Chris was quiet, soft-spoken, the kind of man people describe as easygoing, no temper, no history, no red flags anyone wanted to see. To outside world, he was a devoted father, a reliable employee, a man who stayed out of trouble. But behind closed doors, something was rotting down slowly, silently. On the morning of August 13th, Shannon didn't answer her phone. That alone was strange. She never missed calls, never missed appointments. By midday, worry crept in like a shadow stretching across the floor. A friend called the police, and when officers arrived at the Watts home, Chris was already there. Waiting. Smiling. He spoke calmly. He told them Shannon had taken the girls to a friend's house, that they'd left after an argument, that he didn't know where they were. But as he talked, his body told a different story. His arms crossed tight against his chest, his eyes darting, never resting. A man rehearsing a lie he didn't believe himself. Inside the house, everything felt wrong. Purses, shoes, medication, all left behind. No signs of a mother packing bags for her children. No signs of a planned disappearance. Just absence. It screams without sound. His eyes turned into days. Chris stayed in front of cameras. Pleading. Begging for his family to come home. But something about his voice felt hollow. Light. Words spoken without weight. And the nation began to feel that crawling discomfort in the back of the mind. The sense of the man asking for help was the man everyone should fear. Then the cracks began to show. Chris failed the lie detector test. His story shifted. First, Shannon left with the kids. Then, he claimed he'd killed her in a moment of rage after she hurt the children. A confession that sounded convenient. To clean. To practice. But the truth was far darker. In the early hours before dawn, while the neighborhood slept, Chris Watts ended his family's lives. Not in chaos, not in panic. But with terrifying calm. The house didn't wake up. No neighbors heard screams. No alarms sounded. Just a man moving through his home, step by step, erasing everyone who trusted him. He loaded their bodies into his truck as the sky began to glow pink. The same truck he used for work. The same truck he'd driven countless times before. And he drove to an oil site miles away. A place, isolated, industrial, a place where no one would hear. What he did there would haunt investigators forever, not because of blood, but because of cold intent. Because of how deliberate it was, because of how long he had to stop. And didn't. As the investigation unfolded, another truth emerged. There was another woman. Late-night texts, secret meetings, a life Chris wanted so badly. He chose annihilation over honesty. He didn't want to be a husband. He didn't want to be a father. And instead of walking away, he erased them. Friends replayed memories, searching for missed signs. Videos of Chris laughing with his daughters now felt unbearable to watch. How could someone smile like that and still be capable of this? That question echoed everywhere. In newsrooms. In Living rooms. In the minds of parents hole in their children a little tighter at night. Chris eventually pleaded guilty. No trial. No dramatic courtroom showdown, just a man admitting to the unthinkable. And yet, even with answers, the case never truly closed, because the hardest part isn't knowing what he did. Understanding how evil hid so comfortably behind routine, how a monster blended into suburban life, how love turned into something lethal without anyone noticing it. Sometimes the most terrifying stories don't come from dark alleys or strangers in the night. They come from bedrooms, from breakfast tables. From the people we trust with our lives. And the question still lingers. If no one saw it coming, how many more smiles are hiding secrets just as dark? If you found this story chilling, subscribe for more mysteries, because some cases never close.